open. Let's get this thing. Okay. Hi.
Hi! We are starting podcast vlog episode pilot 1.
Yay. Okay, so hi. I'm the younger sister.
I'm the older sister.
And today we are going to look back on our 2023 and look forward to our 2024. So it's Christmas Day, which is why we are in our bucket hat, and I have a white top, but she's not on brand, but it's okay.
Supposed to be wearing whatever we want.
Trick you. Okay, so how's your 2023?
A lot happened in 2023.
Why you suddenly talk like an accent?
I changed job and got serious about touch rugby, in essence, and went to many different countries that I didn't imagine I would.
Oh, okay.
So yes, eventful 2023.
I'm going to change the fan because it's very hot.
So I won't try to entertain you while we wait for her, because likely we will cut this out. I mean, she will cut this out. Oh, she will not cut this out.
It's not work there.
Okay,
Can you
I'm
feel
sorry about this. Yes, I can feel it. That you have to wait for us to go on the setup. Maybe next episode, like 1 year later,
I don't think so.
it'll be a bit better.
I mean, I can't stop moving. Okay. You want to elaborate more about your 4 points?
I said 4 points.
Change shop, touch rug, go country. 3 points.
Change job. So I used to be a product manager in startups, and then both startups didn't work out too well, and I was at a stage where I didn't know how to contribute to make it work. So then I was like, why not join a VC, a venture capital firm?
That's not how it went.
That's the narrative.
Wanting to join a VC was not how it happened, don't lie.
Yes, but like, you know how you always like work forward but then you connect the dots backwards? This is me connecting the dots backwards and rationalizing my the reasons why I joined VC. So I wanted to learn how startups work, how they succeed, how they fail, and for startups that were on the brink of failure, how to bring them to success. So that's like the big picture. Yep.
So what's your day-to-day like?
Wait. This just now you said that's not how it worked out. How did it?
I mean, technically it was like, I'm not happy with my job, and then someone like, hey, do you want to like work for my VC? And you're like, okay, sure. So it wasn't like, you made it sound like it was planned. You're like, I want to go to a VC, and then you went for it. But actually it was like, it sounded like a big coincidence rather than like a planned move.
Yep. It's all like a, oh, why not? Exactly. So it was not a planned move. It just happened, and you know, sometimes you put yourself in places where opportunities appear, and then when they like come, you just like take it sometimes.
Can you pass it? I'm very uncomfortable. Yeah, I know.
It's a bit yummy.
Shut up. Can you do this better?
You wanna explain why you are uncomfortable and you make yourself comfortable?
So this year, one of the big things that happened to me was I tore my ACL. It went like, it went pop like that. So,
Like,
yeah, kind of like that. And that's why my knee is currently like this. And Okay, anyway, like, we talk about that later.
Okay.
It's very funny because when you look there, right, like your body language is close, upright. Like I'm like,
Oh yeah, I am close. I'm trying to like also sit upright and not be like slouchy so it doesn't look like bad on the video. So I'm like,
I don't care. So okay, so then the next part about going to countries that you
oh
never
yeah, I went to Romania, and that was not like at all in any of the plans. So what happened was like a friend.
Where's Romania?
Romania is in Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe is not.
Who's Romania's neighbor?
I flew in from Germany, so close neighbor is Germany.
Okay, noted.
Mhm.
Okay, please continue.
Yes, a friend got married and the husband is Romanian, and then they had like a Singapore wedding and they had like a wedding in Romania, and I'm like, when am I ever gonna have like a chance to go to Romania and to attend a Romanian wedding? So there we go.
How was it though? Like, do you like had an idea of what Romania looked like? Do you even look it up before you went?
Very briefly. Only know that it's like Eastern Europe, and my only point of reference for Eastern Europe was like North Macedonia. So like roughly is that, but then not exactly that also. Also know that it's not very popular touristy place from Singaporeans' point of view. So actually didn't do much research. Just went in and then like took it all in.
So what do you think?
Most iconic memory is this castle that we went that was raining and it was magical. Sorry, not raining, snowing. Sorry, it's raining outside, then my brain registered raining, right? Snowing. So like the castle, right, then you will like go up this castle, then you can see the outside, then like it's like very light snow. Then you see like the roof all white colour. So that's magical.
Just now when you say castle raining outside vampire,
Like, ew.
then you were like magical then.
But Romania is like there's this-
vampire?
Yes.
Oh, for real?
Or at least the myth is like
Okay.
start from there one. I forgot the vampire name.
Dracula?
yes. I have a bottle of Dracula wine in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, we can drink it soon.
2023 update. I kind of stopped drinking alcohol. Oh, what? Okay. Wait, let me sort off because I will still drink it if, for example, someone's like, this bottle of alcohol is fucking good. And if it's a wine. Like if it's a
Okay.
hard liquor, like whiskey, like I don't know how to appreciate. So even if it's a very nice whiskey, I'm like,
What about beer?
no, I don't drink beer anymore.
Oh my god, why?
Because it makes me feel like shit the next day.
Like what shit?
Like you're just tired, you cannot focus, your whole day you're just like switched off.
How much beer do you drink?
Like 2 sips. So okay, but to be fair, I think one, I'm already, yes, I have long denied this, but I cannot deny it any longer. I'm probably like sensitive to alcohol, either sensitive or allergic. So it's that Asian thing where you consume like a little bit of alcohol, then you start turning like really red because
Tomato red.
yeah, because you just can't process it. I can't process it. So when I was younger, I drank a lot such that I built up a tolerance to the toxin, right? I mean toxin byproduct of trying to metabolize this shit. But then in the recent years, I have not consistently been drinking alcohol or drinking large volumes of alcohol in one sitting. So now it has gotten to a point where I'm reduced to the baseline of my biological self where I cannot process alcohol. Meaning, even if I consume like a little bit, like 1 sip or 2 sips, it just doesn't end well. It just... Yeah, so I don't really drink alcohol anymore, except for example, like, you know, like the Ai's birthday dinner when they're like red wine. I was like, of course, like, I'm never gonna taste this red wine like, in my life because I'll never spend that kind of money on a bottle of red wine. So I'm gonna have a taste. But like aside from that, I don't think I drink much alcohol anymore.
So you enjoy beer? Oh, one revolution or discovery in 2023 was Guinness Stout.
Holy shit, that
Yeah.
okay. Guinness is fucking good. Like I swear, I love Guinness. Like I think if I have to drink a beer and that there is only like beer, I'll drink Guinness.
I don't think Guinness is beer.
Oh, it's not bad.
I don't know.
It's stout.
I think
It's a stout
the
beer.
beer people won't say,
Okay.
and then the Guinness people also won't say it's beer. Anyway, yeah, I realized how nice it is
It's just smooth.
and creamy. Oh, shocking.
Yeah, like normal beers are like thin and like burpy.
You can swallow the beer to get rid of the gas.
But
So
I
that's
thought
not burpy.
Haha! A stout is a part of the ale family and is usually a very dark beer.
Okay.
So it is a beer.
Do you know what's a lambic beer?
Nope.
Yeah, neither do I. A friend recently was like, oh, what's your favorite drink? Like beer. And then she's like, lambic. I'm like, sounds like math. I know, lambda, cubic, then you know, lambic.
Oh my god, I thought METH. I was like, what the
M-E-O. As in,
We are Singaporeans. So
I am for sure Singaporean.
shocking but clarification NA mathematics.
Oh, math, not math. Mathematics. Not mathematics.
Maths.
Ew.
Cool, and your last point. That's right. Oh my god, can I start this one?
Wait. I don't know what you're
So,
gonna
right,
say, what drama you're gonna
I mean-
create.
So she's the elder sister, right? So since young, right, like everybody's like she plays netball since like I don't know she was 7 or something, 7 or 9, 9, fine. So every time in school, right, if there is a teacher who has taught her before, and finds out that I'm the younger sister, the response is always, huh? You're the younger sister? Why are you so different? So like she's the kind, right? Who will go through DSA, like the direct school admission program. So i.e. it doesn't matter how well she does
Oh.
on like the standard examinations, right? She will just get a slot into the school and she'll be shipped to like schools, like different schools to go for like the training and the audition, and I'll follow around in the car because I don't have such plans.
Oh.
Did you not know?
No, I just don't remember being shipped to
I mean,
places.
Papa used to like fetch you to RGS
Oh,
for like training or something, then I'll just have to sit in the car because there's nowhere I could go. So she's
also because it's not your time what. I mean when I'm P6 or P5, there's nothing, nowhere you're gonna go in P5. When you're P6 then you're going
imagine
somewhere.
if I was a high achiever, I'll probably do something in my life, right? So anyway, so that's the thing. So when we graduated school, right, I thought that part of my life would be over. Like this whole like high achieving sister like part of my life
Not
will
high
be over.
achieving at all now.
Holy
Very normal
shit!
human
Like
being.
tell me where what kind of rugby, what kind of touch rugby you're playing now? What kind of team you're playing? You're going to play for soon?
Oh, it's a very fun touch rugby team. And like the team is like full of people who are very kind and patient who like teach me.
Yeah, but essentially she's
tons
representing
of
the country, okay?
trying to represent.
And what, she just got into it this year. Like,
No, 4 years ago.
okay, okay, don't you minus the 2 years of COVID. So
Okay,
it's 2
2
years.
years.
So 2 years, she's like, oh, I'm gonna be maybe representing the country.
Maybe is the big word here.
Like, who the fuck picks up a recreational sport for like 1 year each and then eventually 2 years later end up in
But because right of my foundation in netball, so like running and catching and throwing is not so foreign.
But still, like, why? Where are you gonna start doing this?
Just like being active. All these things just happen.
Okay,
And I
anyway.
enjoy it a lot.
Fine. So that was the lowdown of like touch rugby. So how and when do you decide that you wanted to like switch from like a recreational thing that you pick up?
Oh, it was not intentional also. A lot of things in my life is not really intentional. So I was just thinking back on the time where I like filled in the Google form to indicate my interest for national team to go for trials and training and whatnot. The
Okay, wait, pause.
intention-
Before you, how do you even get the form in the first place? Like,
Oh lah, like they will open and say hi. We are opening up the team. Anybody who's interested, please sign up, and then we'll go through like a training process or like a selection process, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, I need to learn more about the sport, and like, what's a better way to learn than under the national training program? Yes,
向上心这个
it's true. But then, so the intention was not to represent at any point because I know I'm super far off. But then because I lack the foundation and like everybody else has like years of like learning experience from school, which I didn't, then I just need like a space and structure to learn stuff. So that's why I submitted the Google form.
Question. Have you always needed space and structure when you're learning?
A space for sure, yes.
Structure? I'm still shooting. It's not slow mo.
Structure, I cannot imagine when I learn without structure. Because your school life entirely is all structure. And then even when you come out to work, okay, that one no structure at all because I was in startups. So
Okay, how about uni? Uni was like the blend where you kind of had a structure in the sense that you had classes, you had examinations, but whether or not you have, for the first time, you can choose to not follow the structure.
Really meh?
I mean, you can choose not to go for class.
Yeah lah, 8:30 classes on microelectronics, I never go.
Yeah. So it's like the first time where you get to like, okay, there is a structure, but I also can decide whether or not I wanted to. So did you actually follow?
I think for the most parts, yes, unless I really don't give a shit about that module. Like I don't need to get A. I'm happy with a pass that kind. And then if I'm really not interested in it, then
Example.
um,
Biosignaling, I think. Fourier transform. Like the signal is just a signal, why must transform there?
you can transform then you get your ultrasound or your ultra waves or whatever thing. But not that I need to know. Fourier did it already. We don't need to know how to do all
the
this
fuck?
thing.
Like, why must I know how to do this?
And all
On
the
paper.
computers do it for you.
Yeah, dude. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, if I enjoy the structure, I'll go also. If not, sometimes the structure a bit stifling.
So for example, like the startups then, because there was no structure, did you have to like create your own?
Oh, I love creating structures.
Oh
So there is this like dinner that I had with my colleagues, right? And then I don't know why we were talking about rules. I don't know why I told you about this. And then everyone was like, oh, are you like the kind that like break rule or follow rule? So they went around the table. Oh yeah. So it came to me, I was like, I do a bit of both, but really I'm the one creating the rules.
You know, sometimes right, the thing is my sister, right, if you don't know her, right, when she talk, right, you think she's fucking pretentious. Like,
how is that pretentious?
yeah, you see, the thing is she's not aware of this. So when you first meet her, you'll be like, who the like, if I first meet you, right, like, first time meeting you, and tell me I create the rules, right, wow, I'll be like, who the fuck is
No. It's not that I'm damn good at anything. It's just that in a mess of chaos, I need to create like my sprints, I need to create my backlog, I need to create like when we need to do what, who's doing what, that kind of thing, so that at the end of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right, I know what to expect. So like that's why I'm like suitable for the startup space, because I like create this kind of structure when
So why do you not succeed in startup?
I don't know. It's a much bigger problem now that I know.
Tough conversation.
I'll tell you again 3 years later once I learn why startups work and why startups don't work in the VC.
Okay.
So enough about me.
Oh, no. I think it's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
2023, look back. Wow, what happened? Ooh, quite a few things happened. I also changed my job, sort of, but also under the same circumstances where it was just introduced and referred. So I was very lucky because I wasn't looking for a job, and then my ex-colleague friend was like, "Hey, we're looking for someone who can do what you did. Do you want to try?" And I was like, "Sure." So then things kind of happened, and then somehow landed the job. Somehow was almost everything I can ask for, because it's honestly like, I think my previous job, it was a startup also, which was good because I got all the stimulation I needed.
Stimulation?
Like there's just so much chaos that I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. But at the same time, I think the chaos was also in an environment where people were anxious all the time. You know, it's like when things are like urgent, but people are like panicking about it, and everything somehow is urgent, then suddenly it's just this environment like that is overall just
highly strong.
yeah, like and yeah, so like in this company, what's good is that one, I get a lot of autonomy, so I don't get people like breathing down my neck and be like, why do you do this way? They're like, here's a problem, you need a solution, and if the whatever I came up with solves the problem, they're chill with it. So I think that's one thing that I think is very hard to find nowadays.
Were you just given that right from the start, or you had
Right
to earn
from the
it?
start.
Wow.
Right from the start. Yeah. So it was very interesting. And I think secondly, like I'm allowed to. I feel like I can make mistakes there, which is
Very
way more
precious.
important. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times when you're in a job and you feel like every mistake you make will be like either you're gonna get fired, or it will affect your promotion, or it will affect your bonus. But here, it's always taken in the like, okay, this happened, that's fine. What can we do to like salvage the situation? And these things just happen. Let's do the next best thing we can do. So and there's never this whole like point finger and like, you did this badly kind of thing. It's more like, okay, let's take note of this in the future.
This is your team, or the whole company's culture is actually like that?
I think for now I only interact with my team. So I've never done a cross department project yet. So I don't really know. Yeah. So yeah. So and the best part, the best other part is that this is a remote job, which
fuels your other parts of life.
yeah, like I am not a structured person. I don't like rules. Don't give me a fucking schedule. If you ask me what I want to do that day, I tell you I don't know. I'll decide in that moment. So having that like work from home thing, right, means that I don't have to sit in the office and feel like I want to die every day. Honestly, like, wow, you're so bad. Like having to sit in the office, but you just know that that is not the environment for you that day. But you just have to sit there. It just sucks away all your energy, and I don't even get any like deliverable output that day. So anyway, the whole like environment of this job is just like, thank you. So yeah, I'm very happy with the job. So that's one. Tore my ACL, that's the other one. So that's fun because like I remember I came back, right, and you were like, I sprained my knee. Then you talk about how you are afraid of spraining your ACL. Then next time I came back, I'm like, hi, I sprained my ACL. So that has been like fun, unexpected, but also kind of expected if you think about it, like logically, given my history of injuries.
Yeah. As in like, the other my friend asked like, oh, how did you get injured? I was like, oh, you were doing acrobat yoga, and they're like, yup. So I'm just like, oh yeah, yup.
Yep. Yep. And it doesn't help that I don't have much awareness, like spatial awareness. Like I don't. So it's like a recipe for disaster. It's like it's bound to happen. It's just in 1 year time or 2 years time, or like, yeah, it's just
And
when.
what?
Yeah, so that's fun in a way. Also why Why?
I don't know how you can describe it as fun.
I mean, it's not something that a lot of people get to experience.
Yes.
And I think okay, I think what's fun for me, right, is like the smaller moments, I guess. Like for example, like okay, before the surgery, after surgery, doesn't really matter. But essentially, like every day you're kind of confronted with this: what can I do with my body today, and what can I not do with my body? How much have I improved, and how much have I not? And where do I need to work on? Or like what movements are challenging, and how can I adapt? So having to solve that problem is quite fun for me. Yeah, it's like so quite interesting because I injured my right knee, right? And then I think 1 month after the injury, I noticed that the heel of my left foot, right, was like thick. Like the skin became very thick. And then I was like, why? And then my partner was like, oh, it's because you've just been spinning around on your left foot.
Oh.
Because I can't do the direction change, so I just spin around. Like I just walk there, I'll spin. Change direction. So it was just like this kind of small things that are like quite interesting to me. Like, oh, like that's one way of like moving around. Yeah, and then I think like and before the surgery, one thing about any kind of injury that you have is that if you're going for a surgery, the condition of that muscle or that whatever body part is going to be fixed, right? Like the condition of, for example, in my case, how strong my quads are, and whether or not my knee has my full range of motion, i.e. I can straighten it to be as straight as possible and bend it as much as possible. Those are very important and very strong indicators of how quickly I'll recover after the surgery. So there was a lot of focus on like getting my squat back, getting my deadlifts back, getting like trying to run, trying to jump, trying to land when I jump. Like it is fucking scary because I'm like, wow, if I land and I land wrong, right, another ligament is gonna go. Like, yeah, another one. Like I got 4, I piak one already. I got 3 left. So which one you want to go? So it was so when I got back to exercising again, like everybody was like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like you tore your ACL, bro, like calm down lah. And I'm like, bro, you don't get it, bro. Like I try to like, you know, ensure the best outcome. So anyway, long story short, I lost the point. Sorry.
I don't know why. But like I just realised that you see you don't like structure, you don't like rules and all those things, but to go through like a whole ACL recovery, it like requires structure. And then and this whole like self-discovery, and then you do something about it, and then you change your method, and then you look at the results, and then you like this is a whole like structure and process.
I think for me I don't register it that way.
Okay.
So for example, if you tell like for example, right, like 1 or 2 weeks ago I went to physio, and then they were like, you need to do these 3 exercises. Exercise 1, 2, 3. It's very hard for me to explain from here.
Okay, don't. We will lose the point again.
So if for example, structure to me would be every day I'm just doing that 3 exercises.
Okay.
There's no change, there's no variation, there's no
Okay.
whatever. I just have to do those 3 exercises until I see my PT next.
Okay.
But for me, I'm not doing that. I'm
Day
like,
2, what rule can I break?
Yeah, what rule can I break? Like, what kind of exercises can I already try to do on top of the 3 that she's provided me? Can I work the same muscle group using a different exercise? Is there something else I need to probably work on as well on top of the 3? So, yes.
Why do you go through all this process? Because you don't think that the exercises the physio
I'm bored.
give is enough. Oh, you're bored.
I'm bored. And the thing is,
And also sufficiently confident that you are knowledgeable enough to experiment.
I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough, but I'm good at,
Close feedback loop. Very fast close feedback loop.
as in I take a lot of precautions. Like it doesn't look that, I know it does not look that way.
Nope.
Yeah,
At all.
that's not at all. But like for example, like I'm always holding on to something if I'm trying something new.
Okay.
And if like I also think of like your
No, but it's just like why you
FEMA,
wanna try
your failure
something.
mode
Why you
analysis.
wanna try something new and risk it just cause you're bored, you know?
No, I don't think okay, boredom is one thing. The other thing is that I'm not the reason why I train is not because I want to be able to move in one way only.
Uh-huh.
And the movements prescribed to me, yes, they are very safe, but they work the muscle in a very specific way
Uh-huh.
that I feel like okay, it's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
do you tell all of that to your physio? Maybe your physio has like this exercise for this muscle first, and then the other exercise for the other muscle, and then it grows. And then cause like you don't know the whole
I think
plan,
there
you
is.
never tell the
but the thing is,
physio.
the gap is so big in 2 weeks.
Oh, there's
And
a
my
lot more
progress
you
is
can
faster
do.
than the 2 weeks that I'm
Got
going
it.
to see her. So I'm
Got
like,
it.
okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, so that is ACL. It's fun so far. Everybody's very worried, which is even funnier for me because I feel like everybody is more worried than I am. But that's, I guess, my entire life. So and the last thing that happened, which is most interesting to me, is that my partner and I are stopping our like short travels and settling down for a longer term instead. Actually, I don't really know how to. I don't know how true that is
What's
because
considered a short travel?
I
Like
mean
Chiang Mai, Bangkok.
yeah, so every like 3-4 months we will move to a different place or different city. And to be fair, in 2023 we spent 8 months in Bali, actually.
That's quite long what?
Yeah. So it was actually first Jan was Bangkok.
Mm-hmm. Then you're
Chiang Mai,
headed.
Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then we went to Bali for 2 months, went to Hanoi for 1 month, and then 6 months Bali. Yeah, so actually technically we were slowly transiting that way already. So that was the second year of travel. The first year was just like every 2-3 months we were bouncing to a different city. But the 6 months of Bali that happened was one of like the first step or the first time that we were like, okay, let's try to like settle down in a place for longer term. And then this time round is like 1+ year to be in Abu Dhabi, which I'm like
Fun!
excited about, I think, because it's a very different city and it's very different lifestyle. Because basically his time was his own for all the time I've known him. And this time round is the first time that he has to work in a company and his time was like in the company. Like physically in office kind. So
Oh, then big transition.
it is a very big transition. And then
Wow.
suddenly, right, like one of the big things was, how do I, okay, so when you live in Southeast Asia, cleaning services are cheap. It's cheap enough for you to pay money to get someone to do your laundry or for someone to come in and clean the house or something. In Abu Dhabi, that's not the case. I'm fucking poor. I am poor, he's not, but I also feel like I cannot afford to just spend like that. So anything that requires money, I will still be like, oh, is this something I can do on my own? Etc. And wow, having to manage a household, oh my god, it's fucking hard. Like, I don't know how, like,
Honestly,
the
right,
women
when I
do it.
asked like my married friends, right, and after they moved in together, right, I was like, oh, how's married life? And then like half of them would be like a lot of household chores. Literally.
It's fucking mad. Like, I wake up, right? Okay, let me tell you the difference. Okay, here in Singapore, I don't need to do chores. Right? So my day is fucking beautiful. Like, I wake up, I meditate, I do my leg rehab. Lunch is served. I don't need to think about what to eat. It just appears in the kitchen.
It's like magical.
I open my wardrobe. Wow, fresh new clothes. No need to do laundry. The whole day, I'm just doing the things that I want to do. Like, if I want to work, I mean, if I'm working then. If like, you know, it's a work day, then I'm working. If not, like, I want to like scroll YouTube or I want to like do my course or whatever, it's up to me. Like, you know, but in Abu Dhabi, I wake up, the first thing I do, you know what? I check got laundry to do that day.
Wow.
Then I start the
What
laundry.
an adult.
Yeah,
What
I
an
start the
adult.
laundry. Then I walk to Carrefour, supermarket, buy ingredients for the day, and see like after I come back, I cook lunch. Then after I cook lunch, I clean the pot, I clean the plate, I clean the table. Then do what? Vacuum the floor, because there's a lot of like sand in the air.
True.
Yeah, then vacuum ready. Then I also got do work in the like, you know, I also like am doing work like in between. I'm doing like small cleaning. I'm not even doing like the big like clean toilet kind. I don't think I cleaned the toilet before. I just don't want to clean it. But anyway. So anyway, toilet is gross. So the only thing I do right is I will squirt the toilet bowl
And leave
thing. Yeah, leave it for 30 minutes. Then I tell you, hey, don't use toilet. I tell you, don't use I don't waste my soap. So yeah, so it's like having to manage a household is entire job. So then at night after dinner right is partner bonding time, because that's the time that he comes home, right? Like there's no other time in the day that I kind of see him, except over lunch, but that is also very brief and he's normally in a rush. So at night we will try to like spend time. So yeah, there's essentially just like no.
I just suddenly recall about the time when like auntie went home, right? Then like it's just Amma and I at home. And then I spend literally my whole day, right, buying food and cooking water and boiling water. As in like
Yeah, boil water like
I just like, how come suddenly I have 3 hours gone? Like I just stepped out to get lunch and then after lunch I'm like, 3 hours? Where did all the time go? And then I'm like, huh, no more water again? Like this is the 5th time I'm like boiling water. So there was once, I was like, Amma, we drink a lot of water. And Amma was like, no, you drink a lot of water. I'm like, no, you drink a lot of water.
and when I got I'm just boiling the sink. Ooh.
I'm just like, wow.
What is something you want to achieve? Because at least that's within your control, right? Like, you can work toward that.
What I want to achieve, I think a bit
Represent the country.
that one also a bit out of my control.
I mean, technically no. Like you have
No,
2 paths, but you have
no,
one.
but I
that's
can work my ass off and go for training and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if I'm not good enough or not a good fit
But
for
I
the
thought
team,
the other team is more or less.
it's
already
not. Yeah, but it's also dependent on whether I can execute the game plays as to what the coach imagined I am able to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's not under my control. I think what's within my control is maybe sort out my priorities in work.
Wow.
Like every so many times this year, the older wiser people will be like, what do you want to achieve in 5 years time? And then I'm like, and then they're like, you
My
really
life is not my work.
no, as in they don't mean it that way also.
Yeah.
It's just like 5 years time, where do you want to be? And then you need to start working backwards. Yeah. So I'm very stressed about that because I don't know where I want to be, what I want to do. And then I always think that the older people or the wiser people know that because again they're looking backwards now. I'm just like when you're 30, 29, 30, like how do you even know like 5 years later what you want? But you know, maybe I'll get surprises lah. But anyway, that's just to figure out work wise, like have a bit more target and whether like I realize if I were to reach the target or not, that is like secondary. To at least have something to aim for. And then if along the way diversion or whatnot, not a problem lah. So that's that. And then in general, like stay active, stay healthy. Most important to me. That's why ACL is not fun. To me, anytime. Yes.
What about personal development? Like
Development.
yeah.
I have a tendency to go to extremes.
Wow, that's not like okay. That is very far away from what I understand.
Oh, is it?
Like, what do you mean by go to extreme?
So like, again this year I realized that financially need to be a bit more prudent. Then I suddenly became very prudent. I'm like the most giam-siap person now as in like
What is the most giam-siap thing that you've done?
I don't know, but it's just in general, you don't want to spend a lot of money on very good food all the time. And then like sometimes when you hang out with friends, right, I realize that every time it's to a restaurant or to a shop or whatnot. Then recently I'm just like, okay, hang out with friends, not a bad idea to go to food court lah, hor. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, then like food court you also like, oh okay, you can have like all these nice food also, and then like, my $10 lunch budget. So in my new workplace, right, I continued my $10 lunch budget, and like hit it so easily now. I'm so proud of myself.
Because you don't drink bubble tea.
I don't drink bubble tea anymore. Yes, plus also the food nearby also cheaper. So I'm damn proud of myself, for like keeping within budget. That's damn campsite, right?
I don't think so. I think it just is your usual like very disciplined self. Like you are very stubborn and insistent in that way. Like when you have a goal, then you're like I want to hit my goal. So I mean it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I don't think it's scam.
I think you probably got other examples that I can't remember.
Okay, so anyway you're talking about like being like extreme.
Oh yeah, so I just toggle to that extreme, Last time it's like, wanna eat, then eat lor. Wanna buy bubble tea, then buy lor. Wanna go and watch movie, then watch lor. But now it's just like, this movie worth it? That kind of thing. But last time it's just like, oh yes, movie is cultural development, it's personal development. I need to learn, I can like, know all the perspective that other people have or don't have, then I learn this perspective. Very easy to say like, these are all the positives. And then now it's just like, okay, it comes at this cost. Worth it? Wow, it's very tiring every day to go through that kind of decision and choice. But yes.
I don't know, I think finances are just a bit hard. I think especially I think for 2 years I could escape that because the rest of Southeast Asia is much cheaper than Singapore, and the gap between like what I earn and what I spend is quite big. But now, like you said, having to switch back into that. I think like for me, it's which detergent do I buy? Do I buy Tide, which is like the branded one, or do I buy the?
Wait, it's not you ah. Someone told me before when you really go like track back all the FMCG goods, right? It all comes from the same company.
It's me.
Oh, it's you, right?
It's me.
I'm sorry. Then your
so now I don't buy Tide.
Oh, okay.
I buy like the cheap one, like the and I go down to even compare by volume. So it's like I don't just look at the price tag. It's like one bag 23 or versus one bag.
Per unit how much?
Yeah, like I'll be this one like 20 but I get 5 kg. That one is $17 I get 3.5 kg. Then well obvious choice.
Okay, wait. Before that, you want to explain the FMCG thing, cause give the audience some context.
Essentially the idea is that like brands like for example P&G etc P&G and Friends, like Nestle or something, like they are just this big umbrella company that carry a lot of brands under them that can be competing brands, right? So for example, like I don't know, it's very hard, like extra example, but like essentially toothpaste from 2 different companies can be manufactured under the same factory. It's just that the packaging is different.
The other one is like literally detergent got like 3 different kinds of tiers of detergent. Then I remember asking like, why the hell do you want to create 3 different brands of detergent?
Choice.
Yeah, correct. Illusion of choice is one, but the other one is like the first one has like the branding or positioning that targets the like upper middle class, and then there's like a middle class one, and then like there's like the one that just affordable version that everybody just needs. But then right, and the purpose of like the company doing that is so that they can get money from all
the bigger market.
Yeah, they just shocking.
So anyway, no need to go for brands. Yeah, personal development. Okay, not being very extreme. So
or to learn a bit more balance. Like don't need to swing from end to end to realize that I'm swinging from end to end. But okay, now that I'm telling you about this, maybe I do need to swing to end to end. Then I can find that balance. Because if I don't know what's the end, then how do I find the equilibrium?
But you didn't know the ends, what?
Do I?
I mean, you already giam-siap already. Then you
Yeah. So yeah, in this case, maybe can.
I think the point is value for money, right? Like maybe the answer is in figuring out what's really important to you and how much you are willing to pay for it. Right? Like if like gaining more perspectives is something that is truly important to you, then maybe movies are not as frivolous as a nice meal outside. Like for example, for me, right, like I feel bad, but if you bring me to a tourist attraction, right, I tell you in 2 months I will not remember what it is. Like I'm just that kind of a person, and I'm that kind of traveler, so I don't go to tourist attractions because I know I pay for a ticket. 2 months I will not know how it feels like to be there. I will not remember it anymore. So for me, that kind of money is not worth it.
And the weird thing is, I don't know whether you were the one who sent me, but like that Instagram reel or whatnot that we saw of like Italy looks so much more interesting than when we were there.
Yeah, right. I just can't know, like, I mean, we went to Italy, right? Then we went to all these fucking churches, right? And then everybody's just like, wow, Duomo, Duomo. Then I'm like, okay, church in Milan. Noted, like, got the thing. And got the
Okay.
But okay, like, cool. Like, that's not what I remember of the Italy trip. Like, I just remembered, like,
But then you
us
saw it on the
spending time.
reel,
Yeah. And
then
I'm like,
it was that much more interesting.
yeah, so I'm like, I'd rather see the people pictures than like, I don't have that like, wow, this is magnificent when I'm standing in front of it, which I don't know what's wrong with me, but maybe I will cultivate that in the future. But yeah, so yeah, maybe it's just in figuring out, like maybe for example, like the like really expensive nice food is like an indulgence, but it's not something that like touches your soul. So you don't need to go and spend that kind of money.
I think yes and no also, because it's always about like just that food example, right? Like I don't need to pay ridiculous amount of money to go for a meal, but then I did go for a ridiculous amount of money meal, and then it was amazing. Like the tomato is not normal tomato, like, and then the leek is not normal leek, and then like the ice cream, right, is like potato ice cream and then got like bacon oil or don't know what one lah. Then I just like, wow, like I didn't know tomato. It's like, then we had like fish and meat and whatnot, then we were evaluating that meal. It was like favourite dish, tomato, you know. Not even the beef or the fish or what, I'm just like, tomato is the best. And then like I always roll my eyes when like the menu comes with like pairing wine or alcohol. I'm just like, who are you, like, cheating lah. Then that meal, right, I was like, I don't know how to describe, but it just worked. Yeah, so then I like, suddenly I'm just like, okay, then I cannot just say that expensive meal is an indulgence that I really don't need. Okay, I don't need that experience, but it's just like wow me, that kind of thing.
Maybe you should just, if you ever want to do like expensive meal, you should just go Michelin meals.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the like thing. It's either you go big or you go home.
Yeah. So that one was like,
You go big or you go kopitiam.
yeah, so I should always go kopitiam, then once in a while go big. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
2024. Wow. As usual, I'll just take what comes my way. I don't know. It's hard because, okay, maybe I'll say the things I'm really excited about. Is that we might be getting a puppy. Would you like to explain the expression?
Would you also like to explain your pause and my reaction?
Yeah, I thought you'd be excited, but you're like hesitant. Like, I mean, no, usually when you tell people like I'm gonna get a puppy soon, they're like, oh my god, really? Like, so excited. You're like,
Because number one, you just talked about household chores, so I don't know what extra household chores you're gonna have when you have a puppy.
Emotional support, clean the dog
Okay,
shit.
then number two,
Clean dog shit,
you just
clean
talk
dog
about financials, then suddenly I'm like, okay, number
Not
two,
bad.
financials. It's not the, then you have the bills, and then like, you need to take care, okay. And then you talked about like, you all move places, and then now looking in the next year, it's like a longer term one, but longer term is also 1 year. The lifespan of a doggy is I don't know how many
14
years,
years.
that's so how. So it's like
Okay, so
that's why
yeah, many considerations. So actually, to be fair, I also am quite worried / hesitant about it lah. As you said, there are very practical concerns about it, including, for example, when the fucking pet decides to eat something stupid. Good.
Is
I
it?
mean,
I don't know.
I don't know if you see this meme or not, but this cat, I think, ate a light bulb. And I think like maybe the light bulb was, I don't know why, but the light bulb was like glowing still. So maybe it was like a not a connected circuit, but it's actually the cat ate a light bulb and the light bulb was glowing, right? And then the caption was like, don't know how much the bills are gonna be this time round. So it's like so there are practical concerns about this, yes.
Of course.
But I think
Why y'all want to get a puppy? Is it a relationship milestone?
no, it's not a relationship milestone. It's just that I always wanted a puppy and like it's time.
Can
No
I
lah.
recommend a cat?
No, I'm not interested in the cat. I want the fucking puppy to come and greet me. I want my pet to come and greet me
Oh man.
when I'm at home.
You know
Like,
why I
need a
recommend
mini
cat?
Why?
Cat can help you catch cockroach.
I don't want because the cat is not catch a cockroach. It want to present it to me.
That one can train.
I'm not so sure. Like, I'm more confident on training a dog than a cat. Yeah, so yes, there are practical concerns about it, but
Please go through them before your visa.
yeah, it's a very big responsibility.
Yes.
Which I'm also quite
Yes.
stressed about.
And then Abu Dhabi got places for you to walk the dog? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean okay. Anyway, so that might be happening. Highly yes, but maybe. I'm very excited to heal completely my ACL
And don't tear the other one.
and don't tear the other one. Because the chance of tearing the ACL on the other leg is higher because there's a tendency to want to overcompensate. So to be patient and cautious.
Well, I think you need to cut this video clip and put as reminder patient and cautious.
Yes. I put in my wallpaper
Okay.
every morning. Patient, cautious. 2025. I think a few things. I think work-wise. I don't know actually, because I think when you talk about how your wise old women, the wise women in your life,
Yeah.
were like thinking about like professional development. It makes. I mean, I also want to figure that out lah. Like I don't want to always have to design stuff or like, and I'm not even that good at designer. That's the best part. Like okay. So, like, do I want to be a better designer, or do I want to? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have zero idea. Like, yes.
Oh, on the bigger picture thing, right? I think like the future of work is something that we really need to consider, especially for people like us, because of the whole Gen AI and AI thing, right?
I'm a clock forever. Clock.
It's just that like we need to really think and position ourselves so that like in the next 5 to 10 years time, whatever skill sets that we have, right, it's not going to be obsolete. Yeah. So that's the bigger backdrop of things.
Yeah. So I think the very classic way that like you can grow a career is in learning to lead people.
But
I am very mixed feelings about it because on one hand, like I think I can be very nurturing if I want to be. Issue is that my nurturing style is the tiger mom.
you are.
So every time I come home, right, my mother will tell her that I scold my mom for something. So, but the thing is, like,
You were? You
I
cannot
don't know.
do that in the workplace.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You cannot.
I cannot. Like
Yeah.
I need to be the mama.
No, unless you have like a bunch of interns. Or you have like
I think cannot leh. Interns is Gen Z leh. Gen Z don't take that shit bro.
I was just thinking maybe you can like look for like people who like excel in that kind of environment. Like
Hard sia.
is it? So I realized also this year, digress a bit, that like I need like a strong and strict coach that has high standards for everybody and then have a focus on excellence. So like if you're not disciplined, if like this is my expectation and I made it clear and you don't meet it, then you are gonna get trouble from me lah. That kind of coach, as opposed to yeah, try your best. Oh yeah, this is good enough. Or when there's a mistake, it's like, oh, unlucky. Wow, I cannot grow in the other coach. Yeah, so maybe it's like not
Just how do you
necessarily
be like? How do you be strict without
maybe that's
making
why
them feel like shitty?
need to go for leadership courses that will teach you how to do all these things.
I don't know
For
leh.
sure have right.
I mean, I'm sure there is lah, but the thing is, the best way to learn is to already lead someone. I cannot ask me with a fucking textbook like no.
Yeah lah, but if you already lead someone right, then you have to also be prepared that you're gonna make
Fuck up.
mistake. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like
then
how
you-
many interns can I get? Who want to come under me? You tell me now. I create a Google form for you. You sign up.
Correct.
So I don't know. Like I think that's the thing. Like, cause even when I look back on like the times when I've been in a leadership position, it's actually yeah, I'm just that kind of tough leader. Like I give people shit all the time, but they always at the end of the day they'll hate me first, and then after that then they'll realize
Yeah, but
there's some
also I have
truth
a
to it.
lot of colleagues that tell me that they really learn a lot from tough leaders.
Yeah, people I love it. I mean when people give me shit right, I kinda hate them, but after that I'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I needed that shit.
Yeah, so maybe
So-
there's still some space for someone like you or
I don't
leadership
know.
style like you. I don't know.
But at the same time I don't really want to do it.
We'll see.
So. Okay.
Wrapping up.
Wrapping up. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
We might or might not ever see you again.
Cannot, maybe we can do this once a year. Or maybe 6 months. 6 months check-in.
Okay.
Virtual check-in.
Okay. I'm very scared to commit, so okay.
Committed. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. If you're still watching. Fall! And yeah, we wish you a Merry Christmas, which is why have I explained this?
Yes.
Sorry, Merry Christmas still. Happy New Year, Happy 2024.
What did they say? Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.